Hey everybody. So I realize it's been a little while. Compared to normal, I mean, I was like hiking almost every single day or every other day. I think it's been probably 5 days or so. It's Tuesday, if you care, and it's about 6 o'clock. It's been really hot, and from 11 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. It's actually still kind of hot, but I figured now would be a reasonable time. The bugs might not be as bad. So I'm on the public trail, the one I don't really like so much. And I'm hoping I don't run into anybody so I can just talk this out and move on. So, first let me explain why I have been a little more, not doing videos. One, with the heat, I don't have air conditioning, so it's wrecking my sleep. So I'm not used to it. I don't like it. I'm always better sleeping in 60-degree weather. When it starts breaking the 80 mark, it doesn't matter how powerful my fan is, it gets to me. So my sleep's been a little bit rough. Thought I saw a person. I guess not. Secondly, the guy I borrowed the bolt cutters from called to get them back. He didn't tell me when he wanted them back, so, and I didn't think about it. I was going to take them down on Saturday, but I ended up taking them down on Sunday when he called. And he asked me to sort some boxes for him, and he'd throw me a couple of bucks. So that took up an hour and a half, 2 hours. Not really complaining. That was pretty easy money. And we BS'd for a little while. He ended up inviting me to a Memorial Day barbecue, kind of. It was more of just a few family members, me. Well, I guess I think I'm kind of related somehow, way down the line. But I don't really know, and I'm not about to try to map that out. But I grabbed some food, helped him set up, nothing major, cut up a watermelon, Really good watermelon, by the way, super sweet. But so that took up the next day. That's why I didn't do a video that day. And again, it's one of those love-hate relationship things, If he invited me, so if I did go, I'm breaking the rule of being around other people and, mostly does more harm than good. I'm better off on my own, that kind of crap. But if I don't go, then I'm breaking the whole nobody ever asked me to do anything. So, it goes right back to that double-edged sword. So I ended up going, which wasn't that big of a deal. It was kind of fun. It was kind of cool. Me and his one daughter that I don't really know, talked for a while about food. She's prego, so food's a good subject with pregnant girls. And then I ended up wrapping back around. I was going to go to the bar, finish out my night. And they called last call at 9 o'clock, so I didn't even bother. I walked in and walked out. I stopped back by his house. Hang on, I got a bug on my nose. It was itchy. I stopped back by his house, and his older or younger daughter, I don't know. One of his daughters were there, the not pregnant one. And we sat and talked for a little while about her ex-boyfriend, current boyfriend. I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. I don't know if she was genuinely talking to me for advice or if she was interested. Either way, I mean, there's quite a few reasons why I won't go down that path. She's I don't have anything against her Like, I actually kind of like her as a person. And she is kind of cute, but there's just, I have a handful of reasons why I won't go down that path. Well, I mean, I'll just tell you. Me and her father are probably the closest thing to friends that I have, alright? And as I said before, losing friends, not that big of a deal, done it before. But I'm not gonna just, like, throw them away, because, you know, that's not how I do things. And what I mean by that is, you want to find a really easy way to lose a friend. Like, sleep with their daughter, sleep with their wife, or sleep with their girlfriend. Or if you're really scummy, sleep with their mom. That's a real good way to lose a friend. So I decided that's probably like a more or less off limits kind of thing. I have other reasons, but that's a fairly big one. So that's the one I'm going to broadcast online. So, furthermore, I still don't have any real future ideas. I haven't even been doing PlayStation 1 things. After I helped him move some boxes and sort some boxes, he gave me a bunch of, like, I would classify it as, like, low-grade scrap stuff. Like, kind of like the circuit board stuff I do in the woods, except there's no TV yokes and no cord around the TV, not a lot of motors, just like the small stuff. And he gave me like a garbage bin full of it, and I've been ripping that apart for the past 2 days. That's basically done. It's more or less busy work to keep me from going nuts. It's not really like, it's not gonna make much money. Like, from my perspective, from my idea, from my analysis, I would say $10 to $20 total for everything that he gave me. And that's depending on how far I break it down. So, yeah. I'm coming up to the lookout, so I'm going to stop talking. Alright, so as far as I can tell, I am alone. I'm doubling back already, because I wasn't planning for this to be a lengthy thing. I wanted to get into to a different subject. So, I've been feeling kind of crappy. Like, partially, I kind of blame the heat. Like, you know, it usually doesn't, you know, help matters. But when I said a while ago that I hurt my hand, and it kind of felt like having a bruise and bumping it without actually having a bruise. Well, now it's my elbow. It moved up my arm. It was super weird. And it hurts significantly worse. So, like, to drink a drink or, like, lift a fork, like, to do that motion is actually quite painful. And I did mow the grass. I did move those boxes. I was swinging a hammer a little bit. But, I mean, I've been taking it easy. Like, I haven't been doing anything too strenuous to like, facilitate an injury. So, I don't know what's wrong with it. But it is very annoying. And my problem with it is, you know, it's like, okay, so any doctor I go see, they tell me I'm fine, right? Well, as I said before, I don't want to disagree with a medical professional. And I'm not one of those people that have some phantom ailment that I'm like, oh, I'm dying. Like, I don't think I have anything serious. I don't think I have anything life-threatening or debilitating, but I'm definitely pretty sure I'm not okay. Like I'm not sure what's wrong, but, like, I don't think I should feel some of the ways I feel sometimes. And I can understand, in a way, of it being hard for me to describe, so it'd be hard to be diagnosed. But, I mean, it doesn't seem like they really try very hard. I mean, every time I go to the doctor, and every time I'm like, hey, you know, this might be a problem, that might be a problem, I was like, how about, you know, taking blood samples and making sure everything's copacetic, you know, maybe do a slightly more in-depth, you know, like, I kind of refer to it as like a tune-up for a car. Like, do something slightly more than just your average, check the temperature, check the heart rate, and, you know, check your weight and get the heck out. You know, something a little bit more in depth. And they never seem to be too interested. And it's mildly concerning, because if I'm right, and I do have some, you know, small problem that, you know, I think is, you know, progressively getting worse, or, you know, just like, kind of like flaring up like eczema, like an eczema idea. Like, you always have it, but it's not always bad. And it could be treated now, and it could be fixed now, but everybody keeps telling me I'm alright. And by the time somebody realizes that, oh, I was right in the first place, that it'll be too late to permanently fix it. And I'll be one of those guys that are, you know, bad health coverage, you know, getting pumped full of drugs to, you know, just to cause more problems. Which might be the goal anyway. I mean, who knows? But it's really hard to talk about. It's really hard to combat that, because I knew a thing or two, but I don't know enough. And I can't, like, force them. Like, I can't put a gun to their head. I mean, I could, but that might cause more problems in the future. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. I might set up another doctor's appointment. I might try to describe it, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't know if I should waste my time. Like, maybe it'd just be better to get, like, some sort of arm brace and just chill out for a day or two and hope for the best. But, I don't know, maybe take a couple Tylenol, stop swinging a hammer. Maybe, like, okay, so one of the things I went to the doctor about, like, when I was getting my physical done, and I went to the doctor, and I was like, besides the weird little, stupid bugs, man, besides the weird little skin things I'm getting on the back of my neck that are like, you know, like weird pimple things. No, you know what? Pimple sounds more gross than what they actually are. It's more like calluses. Like, if you would see a dog having skin tags. I guess that would be something like, how to describe it. Like, I went and talked about that. And I went and told them that I had, like, a weird jabbing pain, like, in my lower stomach area. And I was like, you know, I'm slightly concerned that it might be my appendix. Here comes somebody, so I will catch you later. Alright, never mind. I was wrong. I thought it was a quad coming on the public trail. They do that sometimes, even though they're not supposed to. But, yeah, so I thought it might be possibly my appendix. And that's something, I think I mentioned that before. That's something that, you know, that's not an instant death thing. If your appendix ruptures, you, like, it's really painful for a really long time, so I've heard. Or for quite a while, and then you die of, like, septicemia. And that's not a goal of mine, you know? Like, I can't stress this enough. I really couldn't care less if I got, like, you know, hit by a meteor right now. But I'd rather not, you know, go through, like, an exorbitant amount of pain that could be prevented. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll try to think of something interesting to do, and I'll catch you later. One more quick thing before I get out of here. So, my garden, right? I got 6 tomatoes, 6 peppers, a line of peas, and 2 squash plants at the moment. I might take a picture or 2. The peas are pretty much mowed down by the rabbit. One of my tomatoes are getting mowed down by the rabbit. And 2 of my peppers are getting eaten by slugs. And I was looking up some sort of remedy to stop this. But then I thought about it, and I'm still going to try to stop it, but I think that, you know, they're only targeting the 2 of the furthest plants away, and I initially only wanted 4 of each. So, if they only killed 2 of them, that wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'd really rather they didn't. So, but yeah, I do have my garden set up, and All that heavy lifting, most of that heavy lifting was done before the arm injury, by the way. All right, that's it. That pretty much brings you up to the current date and time of my vlog, I guess. And I'll catch you next time.